Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shamalia here. Today we're going to learn about website layout. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I'm making video about web development, app development and programming in general. So don't miss any video, click subscribe and hit the bell icon. This is normally what a website looks like. This is a website layout. Normally if you visit any website, you'll see sort of this kind of layout. Although there are different kinds of layout, you can make any kind of layout, but there is a general layout that people tend to follow. So I've made a simple layout of the website. In almost every website you go, you'll see this kind of layout. There's always a nav bar. There is header. Some don't use header but mostly do. There is always a main section that has all the main part. There is a sidebar and there is footer. Since this is a common layout, HTML has different tags for this. As you can see, nav bar has nav tag. Header has header tag. You can put the main portion of your website inside the main tag. For websites like news, blog, you can put article tag. There is a side tag for sidebars. There is footer tag for footers. It's not necessary that you have to use these tags, but in general you can use them since they're made for these purposes. Okay, no more slides, let's start coding. Let's view some websites to understand website layouts. For example, look at this website, the Daily Star. It has the logo in it, the timestamp in it, it has a subtitle, it has an ad here. You can put this whole thing inside a header tag. It is basically treated as a header tag. Header tags are used for this kind of thing. Now this is a nav bar. Nav bars are usually put inside nav tag. In most of the websites there is a header, there is a nav, there is a navigation bar. This is navigation bar. There is a navigation bar. There is sidebars. For example, let's say this is a sidebar where they've kept all the ads, and here is the main portion where they've put all their articles. So you see, these tags have been created for purpose. They've been given name. You don't have to constantly create div tags and then name them using class attribute. You can basically use those tags, as in for navigation bar you can use nav tag, for header you use head tag, for main portion you use main tag, and for sidebar you use a side tag. And for footer, you see there is a footer here. For footer you use footer tag. In my last video I told you guys that I will tell you about the theme I'm using. I'm going to make a separate video about it, so make sure you subscribe. Now let's create a file. Select whatever folder you want to save your files in. I have selected mine. Now let's create a new file. Try to do this part yourself. I taught you how to write basic HTML code. So try to do it yourself. I hope up to this you have been able to do it yourself. Now let's create our website layout. First, we're going to create the nav bar. It's up to you whether you want the header tag first or the nav tag first. I'm going to give the nav tag first. One more thing. You see these tags? We are writing all the tags in small letter, but you can write them in uppercase also. It's up to you. It's not like the website or the browser is not going to understand or the website is not going to be built. There is nothing wrong with using uppercase letters in your HTML tag, because as I said in my first video that HTML tags are case insensitive, but usually developers always use lowercase, so you must also use lowercase. Inside nav, we're going to now use div tag. Div tag is a block level tag. Div tags are usually used for styling purpose. Div tag is basically content division tag. You can divide your content as much as you want. You can nest your content. Nesting means tags inside tag inside tag. For example, we are creating head tag and body tag inside HTML tag. And now we are creating title tag inside our head tag. And then again we created nav tag inside our body tag. This is nesting. So you can create as many div tags as you want. In fact, you can create as many nav tag as you want. There's no such rule as you cannot use more than one nav tag. But whatever tags you want to use for creating the website, it has to be used inside the body tag. You have to put all the tags you want to use for your content inside the body tag. Now let's create div tag. Let's give this div home. I'm copy pasting them. You can basically copy them like this and paste them using Ctrl V. You can copy using Ctrl C and paste using Ctrl V. Okay, so creating my nav bar is over. Now we are going to create our header tag. Header tag and head tag is not the same thing. In header section, we're simply going to put our website title. Remember in our last video we learned about H1. H1s are mostly used for heading purposes. Let's write our heading. We are keeping our header short. Now let's create main tag. In our main tag, we're going to keep our articles. So let's create article tag. Inside our article tag, we're going to put p tag. And inside p tag, we're going to write some lorem ipsum. Let's copy paste this article. Let's put some articles inside this main tag. I'm putting 5 articles inside our main tag. Let's make them small. You see in VSCODE you can make this small like this. There you go. Inside our main tag we have our articles. Now let's create a sidebar, which is using a side tag. In our aside tag, we're also going to put some lorem ipsum. Okay. So we have created our sidebar. Now, there is another tag that I did not mention in my layout section. You see, in these websites, let's say this is a section. This is another section. Again, this is one section. This is one section. This part is another section. You can also divide your website or use section tag like this. You can use section tag to divide your website, as in create sections in your website, what you want to show. I'm going to create a section where I'm going to put, let's say, some ads. I'm going to put a div here and say ad. Now what's left is footer. Let's create our footer tag. In our footer, I'm also going to write B and say bye bye. So here is our website. We have created a layout in our website. Here there is a head tag, there is the whole body tag, and inside this body tag there is a navigation part, there is a header section, there is the main section that contains all the articles, there is a sidebar inside the aside tag, there is a section which we have created. We could have created this whole layout using only section tag. There is nothing wrong with creating the whole website using only section or only div tag. You can create your website however you want using whatever tag you want. It's up to you. But for obvious convention and beauty of layout, these tags were created. It's recommended to use proper tags for proper content. Now let's see. We save using Ctrl S. Now let's see what our website looks like. Right click and then open with live server. Here is our website. Here is the navigation. Here is the nav tag having div tags. Nav itself is a block level element, and the div is also a block level element. Now what is a block level element? Elements which takes the whole width of the website, of the window, is called block level elements, and elements that don't take the whole width, only takes its own width, it's called inline elements. We will know more about block level elements, inline elements in CSS. Here is our H1 element, our heading. Here is our title inside header, and here are the paragraphs, which are basically the articles inside the main section. And here is our ad, which we put inside our section tag, and here is the footer. From this, you may not understand what is what, so I will add styling to it for you to understand. I will be back after a sec. Okay, as you can see, I have added this file style.css in the folder. Now we're going to link this CSS style to our website, to our index.html. How do we do that? We use link tag for that. Link tag is a self-closing tag. It doesn't have any closing tag. There are some elements which doesn't have closing tag. They only have opening tag. That is their self-closing tag. They don't need a closing tag because you don't have to put any content inside them. So link is a self-closing tag. Now let's link to this style.css file in our website. Here, rel is, as you can see, relationship. This attribute names a relationship of the linked document to the current document. The relationship of the current document with the linked document is style sheet. Because this is a style sheet, ref is an attribute used to connect to Ref is an attribute that specifies the URL of the linked resources. Ref is an attribute that specifies the URL of the linked resource. And here we put the name of the file. Now let's save. There you go. It's a very ugly looking website, I know, but it's just for demonstration purpose. Here, as you can see, this is the Nav Bar, which is created using the Nav Tag. And here is our header tag that contains the H1 element. Here is our main tag that contains all the articles. Here is our sidebar. Here is our section, and here is our footer. That's it. That's how you can layout. This is the basic layout. I have used CSS to style and to show you that how you can use to create or lay out your website using these layout tags. That's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because in our next tutorial we're going to learn about text formatting. We're going to learn how you can format all the texts. So don't miss out, subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a like and comment down below. Okay guys, thank you.